Yo.
Let's toast today. Let's take a home today. Anytime I had some friends, but this is where life begins. Let's roll up, let's roll one for us. There's nothing left to discuss. This is where we should be. All of my crew with me, and it feels so good to trust. And no one can fuck with us, and as long as we keep this trust, 'cause without you there is no us. This is love, real love. No one can fuck with us, and as long as we keep this trust, 'cause without you there is no us. I've been through a lot of clicks, a lot of teams, a lot of shit been dragged out and been crossed over. I live cream, I make hits, and my team supreme, they fuck with me. Heartfield is a movement. Hebrew is a nation. We kill it. We ain't just doing it, and we kill good with this bad shit. Stick together like I don't let my OGs on top of me. This ain't rain free, but properly. We keep it hot like potpourri. We stay low key like the hot heat. Stay cooking up something like Paula Dean. On blast, can't no witness. Focus, we about our business, and we killing niggas that witness it. The game fucked up, we fixing it. My team like a pack of pieces of sticks. And live the color, we living it. And after this right here, hey man, kill this shit. The whole world gonna feel this shit. Toast today. Let's take home today. I've had some friends, but this is where life begins. Let's roll up, let's roll one for us. There's nothing left to discuss. This is where we should be. Our crew with me, and it feels so good to trust. No one can fuck with us, and as long as we keep this trust, 'cause without you there is no us. This is love, real love. No one can fuck with us, and as long as we keep this trust, 'cause without you there is no us. This is love, real love.
You are now on One Black Radio Atlanta, home of 5 hours spin, no more stations of independent artists.
Yo, it's your girl Big Show. You tuned into the True Session. Don't get no realer than this. Motherfucking ride, man. We back in here, bitch.
Hey.
Back in
Yeah.
What up,
man? I feel like it's been like for quite a minute.
Yeah, it's been a week. We took a week out.
Yeah, we took a little break. Yeah. but no, it's still good to be here though. Y'all already know what it is, man. We're back for another week, back here. Talk a little business, man. Talk a little shit. You know, we just kicking. We got special guests here tonight, man. We got Mama Show in the building. So y'all already know what it is, man. So tonight's topics, I've been going out a lot more, doing the DJ thing, and so I've been noticing a lot of things, as far as just like artists and things that I feel like will help, man. And that really brought me back to why I do what I do, you know. I'm gonna play a song. We're gonna come back and we gonna get into, you know, our regular shit, man.
Right.
You know, how our week went and all those great things since the last time we saw y'all. But then we're gonna kick you into the topic because I really want to talk about some of the things that keep you motivated and keep you moving towards, you know, your goals and your passions.
Remember why you started.
Absolutely. That's one thing for sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk a lot about that, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We're gonna kick this thing off with Cash Talk Raquel, man. It's ODA.
KT Raquel. Cash Talk. Let's get it. Tell these poor niggas we got the recipe. We got the recipe. We in the streets. We don't say nothing, let that cash talk, Tell these fuck nigga, we got the recipe. And we in the street like that ass fault. Don't say nothing, let that cash talk. Diamond be dancing, Michael Jackson on the moonwalk. I got the deal of my brothers be with me, they say they gang. But who really with them? Who really with you? These niggas be switching, I really feel it. I earn straight like the brothers who want to fuck me going. I know some killers and dealers, yeah. I know some real gorillas, yeah. Straight out the prison, but not a good for you monkey niggas.
Don't get me wrong, it's like the day.
Competition got a man, cause I'm on their ass.
I'm on their ass with
I think that they're not. I'm bubbling here. I'm straight out the pot. We gon' say that as that cash talk. All of my niggas get wilder. Hit the club and pop some bottles. If we fuck on celebrity models, if it ain't about no racks and no commas, these niggas ain't talking about nothing. See the drip, it costs a few hundred. See, I don't do fixing, I'm known for that study. Ain't the problem that could hold the 30. Set it off like a bomb, I'm busting. Blood up on your bitch, I'm fucking. Said I'm good for nothing. I know I was good for some. Even louder went toward the money. I'm sick with it, money. You already know how I'm rocking the come out. Team can pass her that money. If he ain't your partner, don't trust him. If she ain't your bitch, don't love him. We just can't go. Got a few racks and stuff. 2 times, let's go. 3 times, triple up on the money. Like fuck your bitch on the Monday. 7 days a week, the Monday through Sunday. To block skirt off for the Monday. I'm from the bottom, we call it the jungle. Y'all calling us country, but we don't hit huncho. Stay down for the combo. Tell you fuck nigga, we tell you fuck nigga, we got the recipe. And we in the street like that ass salt. Don't say that cash talk. Diamond be dancing, Michael Jackson on the moonwalk. I got the deal of my brothers be with me, they say they gang. But who really with them? Who really with you? These niggas be switching up with official. I earn straight like the road with the whistle. Bro, so me going, my man can get it. I know some killers and deals, yeah. I know some real gorillas, yeah. Straight out of prison, but now I'm looking for you mugging niggas. People want to be see no competition, got a man, cause I'm on the air with you. I'm on the air with you. You are now on One Black Radio Internet, home with $5 spin, number 1 station for independent artists.
Man, shout out to the fam, man. Cash Talk with Kel, man. Goddamn ODA. That shit still be bumping, bro. Look, listen. So, fellas, what's been up, man? I ain't seen y'all in a minute. You know, I ain't seen you since the barbecue. We ain't see you at the barbecue.
Yeah. Y'all know I live in the Bonies.
No, I feel it.
That's first. I live in the Bonies. So whenever I miss something, it's never intentional. Second, I've been looking for a house and looking for some land.
Yeah. And that can be very consuming.
It is.
You know.
And then when you're trying to get your own house built too, and
it can be very frustrating.
It's a lot of hoops you gotta jump through.
No, for real.
But
how's it going?
For y'all that's been following us on the Unblast Radio Instagram page and follow me on my Instagram page, y'all go check out the premiere to Thanksgiving, May 30th is dropping.
Okay.
Click the link in the bio.
Hell yeah,
go buy them ticket support.
Do it.
Man, shout out to my girl Queen over at Key Films. Man, gave me the opportunity to jump on that film. Outside of that, just been loving life, thanking the ancestors and the Most High. What up with you, Jason?
Man, last week was pretty good for me, man. You know what I'm saying? We went to Kai's and Cole's, you know what I'm saying? What was that? Friday? It was Friday?
Saturday.
That was Saturday?
Yeah.
And then Sunday, I hopped my ass up Sunday morning, went to the sneaker show over there at you know what I'm saying, at the Gwinnett Center. Made a little bread.
You know
what I'm saying? Went up there and got cashed out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure I've been doing good, bro.
No, I feel that. I mean, one thing I can say is the money has been flowing.
Yeah.
For real. Like, I've been getting the gigs and everything left and right. And so that's really what I've been doing over the past couple weeks. We haven't seen y'all. It's been like 2 weeks since we last did a show. And so, look, man, I've been DJing.
Things are good.
Look, man, I've been DJing, been moving around.
Whole squad moving in their purpose.
Listen, y'all know what the fuck going on. We definitely been out here doing our thing, that's for sure. And you know, it's just crazy how the right people take notice, and you know, and that's like the important part. I just been realizing a whole lot of things lately, man. You know, I feel like I just been through so much, and so little time. And so, you know, like when you're going through a lot of things, it really, well, if you're a thinker like me, you take a lot of time to think about a lot. And so I've been able to think about a lot of things, and I've come up with so many profound, so many profound thoughts. And that, of course, you know, over time, and maybe throughout tonight, and of course, over the next few weeks, will definitely, well, you know, expel a little bit more upon those things.
Right.
But the one thing that I definitely figured out is that even the best of us get caught up in the whole social media thing, you know, paying attention to what other people have going on versus, you know, what you have going on. I feel like, you know, a lot of times when I get frustrated and I'll be like kind of over this, I lose sight of why I do it and the people that I'm doing it for, you know, and it take me getting like thrown back out there and like kind of in the thick of it to remember.
Okay, like yeah.
Like so I'm not doing it for these people, I'm doing it for these people. And so of course people not gonna be paying attention to what we doing and what we got going on because of the people that we looking to service. You know what I'm saying? Even the people that we looking to service aren't really looking and paying attention to us for a number of reasons. The main thing to me, I feel like, man, the more I get out here, it's this ego thing. And everybody have it. When you think you're the shit, then you think you're the shit. And I don't think that people should not think that they are the shit. You definitely should. But at the same time, I also feel like while thinking and knowing that you're the shit, you also have to know that, you know, we all have a lot of learning to do, and we should be growing every day and learning new things every day. And we don't know everything. And so, you know, it's important to be able to, while knowing that you're the shit, still be open-minded and, you know, and have an open ear enough to hear, you know, some things that may help guide you along the way. I think a lot of artists get out here and they feel like, you know, they feel like it's easy a lot of times, and they feel like, oh man, you know, I could just go do this and then I'm gonna be famous, or, you know, they don't really know all the work and things that go into it until they really get out here. And, you know, being a person that offers services in music, and, you know, just spending all the time that I've spent on learning about music, you know, reading, actually doing the research and figuring things out, you know, it's crazy to me how people want you to give away everything that you've spent time, money, effort, energy learning. You know what I'm saying? They want you to just kind of like give it to them or whatever. But then even in that aspect, a lot of them don't even want to listen. They say they want the help, but then they're not even trying to listen to the help or have a clear-cut understanding of what needs to happen or how to go about doing it or whatever like that.
You know what the issue with that is, though, Sha? The truth hurts.
I mean,
you got. Hold on, Jace. You got a lot of cats around here that got a lot of yes men in their camps. A lot of yes men, and they gonna let that shit pump them up.
For failure.
But your real homies, your day ones that's not looking for the fame, they know Sylvia Green. We like tighten your shit up. DeMars Gray, tighten your shit up.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, ain't no way you'll let me jump out here half-assed because you'll put me to the side. Hey, bro.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think that's what we need more of. And a lot of these young artists and, you know, these young entrepreneurs, they really don't want to
Everybody just want to be cool, man. I feel like, you know, everybody, they go along to get along. You ever heard that?
Yeah, get along that.
You know what I'm saying? That's like my grandpa. My grandpa used to say that. You know what I'm saying? Slow school shit, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, And of course, when you like that, then it's just like you said, man, you get a lot of yes men. You don't get a lot of people who not gonna speak up and not gonna say when things are wrong or say how things need to change or even attempt to come up with a solution. Because I mean, it's cool to be frustrated or angry or
You
be like,
can point it
"Hey, fuck
out,
this shit,"
but-
or whatever like that. But if you don't have a way to go about fixing it, then I mean,
You just wasted your breath.
it's another conundrum.
Yeah.
Okay, so absolutely. I feel like when I go out to a lot of these events, I be wanting the artist to leave with something.
Right.
That's gonna make the next performance or the next business interaction
Way better
you know
than
what I'm
what it
saying? Yeah, better than the previous or whatever. And I mean, and that's not just when I go to these events. That's when I come across any artist, you know, in general. Because I remember being an artist and not knowing and not understanding and not knowing how to represent myself or, you know, knowing how the industry is, and then knowing even though I was a good musical artist, I was still ill prepared in a lot of ways that would not get me into certain doors because of a lot of whatever, even other things or whatever. So it's just like, I think a lot of these artists need to invest more time in figuring out the proper steps and stages to go. There is like a roadmap to this shit. And I think they just kind of like hop around and it's more about the look of it versus the talent and all this other stuff, man. The music industry is just so gimmicky now, period, to me anyway. We got so far away from the music and how the music sound and whether it's actually really good music.
We don't even have real musicians anymore.
Listen, talk about it. And so that's the whole thing. And I mean, and don't get me wrong, because I feel like music is supposed to evolve. It is. You know, the industry and the game, it has to evolve. It's going to go through a whole lot of different stages and changes and things like that. But at the same time, that don't mean that the purity of it has to be diminished. You feel me? It's like, even though it changed, that don't mean like I don't know, man. Music has got dumbed down a lot. I feel like it's very commercial now. You know, they feed it to us like they feed us the news and television and all these other things.
All the same
Exactly. You know, stuff that they want to put in our heads. They want us calling each other bitches and niggas, and they want us out here sipping lean and smoking weed and whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Not doing whatever it is that we're supposed to be doing, and aspiring to be a person that sit and talk all this shit.
I mean, and you notice how it's like the real lyrical artists, you know what I'm saying? They don't really promote those types of artists anymore. It's like, it's more the, you know, the whole this, bitch, that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what we get.
And that's what you get.
That's what we get. That's what we get. And that's wild. And it's unfortunate because the game has so much more. It's to have so much more, but that's not what's commercialized. You know, they want to commercialize the dumbed down music. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's gonna have us out here robbing each other or drunk on the corner or slumped on the sofa. You know what I'm saying? like that shit's wild. But look, man, we'll get back into it in a minute, man. I got this Miss Meek, man, shitting on these bitches. She just grabbed up a couple awards, man. Shout out to everybody. There's been a lot of award shows going on. So, man, shout out to everybody who's been winning the award and shit, man. Shout out to Carisha the Diva, man. She grabbed that PR of the Year award.
Oh, yeah.
Man, who else? Man, a couple people went home with quite a few awards, man. Definitely shout out to Miss Mika. Shout out to, man, everybody who out here just doing their thing. Y'all know what it is, man. Shit on these bitches.
What? Are you kidding me? These hoes fat. That's why I got that back. I'm sitting on these bitches. I gotta make them mad. I'm
But she was about her business.
So it's not like most of the music of women's rap industry is pussy ass titties and I'm a fucking sucker. You know what I'm saying? I talk about little money or whatever, and they make pop their little shit or whatever. So like to have artists that's dope and that's talking about something different. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna put her in a different So I can't really compare her to. I can't compare her to none of them. So it's a couple artists that I can compare her to, but I can't compare her to. And I think that to me that made her sweet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other girls they get right there. Some of them shit on the mama, but a lot of them get right there. So it's just like.
His name? Also, like, shit her, like, I'm like, damn, okay. I know what's going on right now. I said, 80% of these people right
I'm shining on these bitches. I gotta make them mad. They have to see me winning, but I'm running up a bag. I'm fucking broke bitches, cause all some hoes bag. Ain't taking chances with you. I'm that bitch, I'm in my bag. I'm shining on these bitches.
Yo, it's your girl Big Show. You tuned into the True Session. Don't get no realer than this.
Hell yeah. And so we back in this thing. So my question is, have you ever just felt like, man, I'm just tired of this shit, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I was feeling like that. I was feeling like that this weekend at that show.
Look, bro, and I was so thankful to have Jason there that night, man. He was like my security. He was like quarterback, you know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, look, no, I'm like, man, look, because these motherfuckers, when you out here and you be DJing, bro, these motherfuckers, they be all on your fucking shoulder. So did you got my music? And you just be like, bro, who are you? First off, you just gonna walk up on me, man. Did you get my music?
Bro, I got firsthand look to see what DJs go through. It's crazy, man. I feel sorry for DJs, bro. They go through some shit when they be out here. When they be here just trying to work, you know what I'm saying, rock the club, keep the club moving, and you got to deal with these artists coming up there.
That shit be wild. Because you be in there, you be trying to vibe or whatever like that. And don't get me wrong, because like I'm new at it, and I'm sure like, you know, the more that I do it, the more I get accustomed to what's going on. But if I'm out here, man, and I'm trying to throw some music together, I'm trying to figure out what's the next song I'm going to play, whatever, and you get somebody to come walk up on you, they all on your shoulder like, hey, yo, did you get my music?
And they'd be like, no, nigga, no.
And then you like, wait, but bro, okay, but who are you? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure a bunch of people probably have seen.
So we gonna get into this.
Or whatever, all right.
We gonna get into all that. Like when you submit. So we was at a music review.
Yeah.
So it was a certain way you're supposed to submit your music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to come up and get around the system. No. This is how we doing this. We not airdropping music. Send your music to the email, bro. That's what we need. That's what we need you to do. We ain't doing nothing else.
People don't read. They don't listen.
We had this conversation.
Listen.
It's the small stuff for real.
We got the shirts on the website, man. Reading is fundamental. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's the small stuff. You know what I'm saying? The details about it will take you a long way. Just following instructions.
I definitely think so, and I think there's
let's start with the showcases. Let's do that because I think but this starts way before the showcases. But let's just talk about the showcases because over the past 2 weekends, I think I've been to like 3 or 4 showcases, and like it's typically like the same thing. So me in any business dinners and any work, anything that I do that I'm affiliated with, I always think of the way that I can make it easier on myself and then easier on whoever it is that I'm dealing with,
right.
Because to me that just makes sense. I'm not gonna make it hard for you, you know what I'm saying? Especially in a lot of cases, and when you're doing a lot of business, it's a lot of, I don't want to say all the way bartering, but it's a lot of barter. It's like, yeah, so I'm doing this for you, you're doing this for me, or whatever like that. So if you're doing me a favor, I don't want to make the favor that you're doing for me hard.
And then,
you know what I'm saying?
And then too, at the same time, if you're making it easier for somebody and you got your stuff together, the person whoever you're dealing with, they're gonna remember that shit. I'm like, oh, this person got their shit together. They're gonna be more likely to deal with you after the fact. You know what I'm saying? So
I got the magic trick though, and I guarantee you it works.
Want to hear this shit?
Treat the person put yourself in the shoes of the person
They don't
that
think
you're
like
giving
that.
your information.
They don't think like that, bro.
Think like a CEO.
Look, now that's very true. You definitely need to. And that will put you in the position to deal with anybody and anything, though.
Right.
That's what puts you in that position. And so to me, with the showcases, first and foremost, I'm an artist and I want to perform at this showcase. I'm gonna get a show mix for my song. Now, or songs, especially if it's multiple songs. So like if I know I'm performing 2 or 3 songs and I know like, oh man, so the first song I'm just gonna do the verse and the hook. The next song I'm gonna do like the hook and then I'm gonna do the first verse. And then I'm gonna fade in and do all of the last song or whatever like that. Then I wanna make sure that I get a show mix for that. Because I don't wanna be having to direct or talk to the hey, no, you stop right there, or no, you got to play between these seconds and this second, or whatever like that. That's ridiculous because first off, it don't even cost a lot to get a show mix, and if you would take a few minutes, just a couple minutes, then you can make a show mix yourself. So, because you know when you want it to start and when you want it to stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is drag that part, whatever. However, I mean, look, YouTube school. We'll talk about that later. We'll go into that as well. But a show mix is, to me, that's important because again, I put together this show mix and it's Sunday, May the 7th that this performance is. So I'm gonna put, guess what? Performance, multi-billion-dollar show, Sunday, or I said Saturday, right? Saturday, May the 7th, okay? Saturday, May the 7th. That's what I'm gonna put on there. That's what I'm gonna have on there. It's gonna say show mix, multi-billion-dollar show. Saturday, May the 7th. All right. And I'm gonna make sure that it's there. And I'm gonna make sure it's easy for whoever to find it because guess what? The DJ popped me in my thumb drive that got 100 things on it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
They pop in this, you pop in, you download the music.
And then they try to get you to scroll.
It say A. It just say just got the letter A on the track.
Right.
Come on, man.
What can we do with that? You know what I'm saying?
Come on. You need your
and
name.
Then they telling me, hey, yo,
you got my music?
Big Drip is performing. It's like, who's Big Drip? You know what I'm saying? Big Drip come over there and he's like, oh yeah, so no, it's the one that say A. How the fuck would I want to get that out of Big Drip? You know what I'm saying? So look, and that's why to me it's important, man. If you know you're going out, you're performing, have you a show mixed together. And so listen, stop trying to perform different shit all the time everywhere. You should already have your shit lined up together. I made a show mix.
Practice.
Guess what?
Practice.
Exactly. I'm practicing performing. These folks be getting up on the stage, like they be lip syncing and they just be standing around. They just be kind of looking, you know what I'm saying? They don't be trying to get no interaction or nothing out of the crowd or whatever like that. Like, I mean, you have to engage your audience. You got to make them feel the music. You want to make sure that the song that you pick and everything like that you're picking to perform, you know what I'm saying, is that it's gonna bring the right type of attention to you. A lot of
Man, y'all
people just
better-
want to be heard or whatever like that. Now, don't get me wrong, because man, I've seen some really dope artists
Right.
over the
Man,
past.
listen, y'all
couple
better grab a
years.
comb, y'all better grab a wave brush, get in that mirror, and do a damn performance like y'all life depended on it. And
I don't think
practice
there's
makes
nothing
perfect.
wrong with practicing your performance.
Practice makes perfect,
Doing
so.
it in your living room, doing it in your bedroom, doing it in front of the mirror, like whatever, man. Doing it with your homeboys who y'all be having come up on the stage who don't know your fucking music. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Or
Like,
record yourself and watch that shit back.
absolutely, and come out ready to perform. That way, man, you leaving people with the impression like, oh man, this motherfucker they got that shit together. Hold on, let me look. They check their numbers is decent. Oh look, well we can work with this and we can do that because they have this. They have good music. They have good stage presence. Whatever like that. Everything else we can get the numbers up. Maybe they haven't been seen enough. Whatever, however like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to figure out what is going to make you stand out from everybody else because there's so many people out here already who are trying to be the next
Right.
whatever the fuck.
And have a team that you're gonna invest in and that's gonna invest in you.
So, and that's the thing with a team though. Having a team to me is very important. Like it's crucial. But having a right team is even more important.
That's the key.
Because you can have people around you and they act like they want you to win or whatever like that, but they just trying to figure out how to learn the ins and outs so that they can put their brother John on, or so that they can go and drop an album next week. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
they'll use your contacts and leave you out the picture.
And so like these things that you really got to think about. You want to have the right people around you, people who you know really love you, people that you trust, people who you know want to see you win or whatever like that, who want to see you win and they don't get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? They just get to see you win. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to find those type of people. They definitely out here or whatever like that.
I mean, like otherwise you might as well be by yourself because shit, they ain't helping you at all.
That's
I
right.
know a lot of artists out here that roll solo dolo and be getting a lot of shit done. But you know what I'm
But
saying?
you, in order for me to work with you, you gotta work for you harder than I
Yeah.
work for you.
And I say that with anybody. So look, man, even our sponsors and stuff like that for the radio station, like the people that we do a lot of business with, I tell everybody, man, I can't promote you any more than you promote yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when I see you promote yourself, then yeah, I'll shoot it over to Jason and I'll make sure that he repost or whatever like that. But if you're not posting yourself, then I mean, you're not sending me material for me to post either. So I mean, you know, there's a lot of things that you have to think about or whatever like that. And a lot comes into play when you decide to become a business, and people don't, even these artists, they don't understand that ultimately they are a business, they're a brand. Because these days, without being a brand, you don't make money being an artist.
Right.
And so if you're not thinking in the mindset of a CEO, then
it's a hobby. It's just a hobby. You know what I'm saying? You are having fun, but you really wasting your time.
Absolutely. And so it's important for you to do some research. And it's important for you to link with the right people. It's important for you to practice, man. It's important for you to take notes. It's important for you to link with other artists. It's important for you to network. You know, it's just important for you to have interactions with other people and other things that's going to help you expand and broaden your mind. Pick up a book, learn a different genre. You know what I'm saying? Listen to some fucking classical today or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to expand in order to, you have to be willing to open new doors and try new things in order for you to figure out, you know, where it is and how far.
Like you really still haven't found sound and what you really. I mean, like a lot of artists, they still searching for their sound. They really don't know what they're doing. They ain't really locked in yet. So, I mean, you still got a lot of learning to do.
Absolutely. I agree with that, man. We're going to play some music, man. We're going to come back. You already know what's going on, man. It's your girl, Big Show.
I am Jason C.
Your boy D Gray.
Show. Hey.
I saw certain cats on stage and I felt like, what are they doing? Like,
They just standing there.
I just feel like you really got me fucked up. And all these game plans really got me going up. And all the time we working on stuff, but instead you wanna turn around and fuck with me. Hoes that they work and you don't see me on the purpose. Trying to be her niggas working. Yeah, time is my purpose. Yeah, I done bought stuff on a nigga. Bitch wrong and shit is big nigga. I ain't have to listen to a nigga, big nigga. I'm gonna get the nigga. Yeah, that's in the dirty game and it's I'm gonna let you look like that.
Okay. I was tripping.
That's wild. It's amazing. Just being up there with you is like, man, this is what DJs, this is what they have to go through. Like, have a different, you know what I'm saying?
See, and that'd be different if I was in there and I was really like mixing and I was really doing some shit or whatever like that. They'd have me all fucked up with me, tapping me and shit. You all like, bro, like, come on.
At some point, at one point, we was making a list, and, you know what I'm saying? We was making a list of good artists.
Jason was in there like security, bro.
Like,
He was looking over the Heisman, like, wait, hold up, like, listen. Figure out what they got going on.
I submit my music, email, like, they had to email, like, submit the music. Email, bring up business. Can I airdrop it? No, email.
You're playing a dangerous game. You need to look at you the same. My mind always changing and thinking about you lately, but baby, yeah.
You are now on from All Black Radio Atlanta, home of $5 spin, and double more stations of independent artists.
Man, then we back on that bullshit.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, we like Cash App sounds, goddamn.
Shot. We got some music. Somebody said some music.
Oh no, my homie hit on me.
Okay. We got some new music.
no, not that. But getting back to the subject matter at hand. All the way down to the recording of your music. Like, so I'm gonna take y'all back to the basics.
I mean, I can say
Let's
that
just
this
take
weekend,
y'all back to
a lot of the artists we had this weekend was the music was.
it sounded
it was
good.
together,
Yeah. The music sounded good. The mixing sounded good. I was impressed. Very much so. I saw a couple artists that I wouldn't mind, like, just like jumping behind, like, let's, figure out how we do whatever.
And we did. We did talk to
I tapped in with I tapped in with a couple people because, like, man, when I really fuck with you, man, I fuck with you. Now, don't get me wrong, man, I can't fuck with you more than you fuck with yourself. But, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And if you out here and you making moves and you doing shit, then I'm gonna do my best to support. Exactly, man. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna support. I'm gonna figure out, how I can assist in the journey or whatever like that. Because I feel like the music industry, I keep telling y'all, it's in critical condition. It's in dire distress out here. You know what I'm saying? So
especially with the way they got AI making.
Right. I was just about to say that it's about to get even worse for artists. I mean, you trying to make some money, they out here the AI making money.
It's
crazy by itself.
Bad for a lot of different things and a lot of different reasons, and like the world is going to shit in the handbasket. Y'all just don't even know because there's just so many things that's going on right now. And
people got blinders on. I didn't pay attention.
I think a lot of it is by choice. You know what I'm saying? We just stick our own heads up our ass and we're just like, we'll just watch TV or whatever. We'll just listen to what the news tell us or whatever, or we'll just be blindsided by whoever the fuck they done passed away and now we're all boo-hoo crying over them like they
but you don't know them people
and just distractions or whatever like that. I mean, and don't get me wrong, because I'm sorry for anybody who's passed away and anybody who's been affected by it, but the truth of the matter is just the truth of the matter. You can always tell with how they break it down. It's like, man, boom, you see this person passed away, and then like everybody, and then they home and death comes in threes, who's next, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? And the next person is just like, look, bro, I just feel like a lot of things are put out
Speaking of
here.
threes, Eric Belafonte, Jerry Springer. Who next?
It happens. Somebody else passed away. I seen the damn thing.
Damn, it was a lady, right? I saw
yes,
somebody else pass away. I forget. I forget who it was.
Yeah, it was a lady.
Yeah, it was a lady. I forget her name.
So with that being said, I feel like, a lot of things, of course, it'd be like just distractions to pull our minds somewhere else, away from what's important. And no. Oh, look at Mom. She's trying to help, man. Shout out to Mama.
Yeah.
Mama show over here on the
Break your
sideline. You know what I'm saying? No, it was an she's a white lady. The white lady passed away. I think that was like a couple of days ago or whatever like that. But I mean, regardless to whatever, man, the shit it do happen in threes. And so, but even beyond that, I just feel like, we're easily distracted. We're easily distracted by a lot. And when you really, really want to get far in whatever dream it is that you have, then you have to be willing to put the time, the energy, the effort into, making movement happen in those areas. And so I just feel like, man, as an artist and as a performer, you should want to always give and provide your best. I don't want to make it hard for anyone when it's time for me to come and do whatever it is that my part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna make sure I have my part together. And so when I come, I'm gonna make sure that you're able to find my music, you're able to know who I am, even if, okay, well, fine. I know that my artist name is not on my track. So
Right.
when I write my name on the list, I'm gonna put the name of my song next to it because I know that's how my song needs to be.
I was just
Pulled
about
up.
to say that.
You
So,
know what I'm saying?
an artist submit their music to what needs to be. So let's say we in the club like the stereo. The artist needs to, the artist submit their music to what needs to be in the title of the track to what So,
I think it's important to just have a show mix.
okay.
So listen. So there's
Artist
a
name,
difference.
show mix.
There's a difference when you're coming to perform a song versus you coming up to the DJ like, hey man, just play my shit. You know what I'm saying? I always want to see how the crowd go,
Right, yeah.
engage or whatever like that. So there's a difference. So like if I'm coming out and I know I'm performing, I'm gonna have a show mix.
Right.
And it's gonna probably say show mix, my name, the date, or whatever the name of the event is, or something to that capacity. Especially if I'm bringing on a thumb drive. If I'm emailing it, the same thing, because I want to make sure that you're able to find it. You know what it is when they say a multi-billion-dollar show is performing next. Then I already got the song pulled up. I already know. Okay, boom, multi-billion-dollar show. If that's what they're saying, then I already know. Or if they say a multi-billion-dollar show performing SSYOB, then I can see boom, SSYOB.
Right.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Talking to the DJ, you ain't even got to say nothing else. The DJ see it right there on the track.
Everything
he can introduce you and everything. You ain't got to do that.
Exactly. And that just makes sense. Now if I'm coming and I just want you to play my song,
right.
Then of course your metadata need to be together, because when you get a DJ to play your song, you getting spins in the club, or you getting spins on the radio, or you getting spins or streams online, then that's revenue for you. Exactly. If you got all your shit together. And so you need to make sure that your metadata is correct when you got things like that going on. And so in that case, then it's a lot of ways for you to get your proper metadata together. Get on Google and figure it out. So like, man, a lot of this stuff, I don't go back and I don't go in depth talking about it because we've already had those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go back and you can check 2020. You know what I'm saying? Check some videos from 2020, and we talked about metadata and how to get your metadata correct and free places for you to go and do it.
That's metadata is number one. As soon as you get finished done with it, as soon as you get done recording that track and you say, okay, I want somebody to play this,
engineer, whoever should already have that together.
Number one.
They
Melody.
should already be together. How did they find the track for you when you came into the studio? What did they save it under? Did you already know the name of the song and whatever like that when you came in there? And so those are some things that you just need to think about. Studio time, man. Don't waste studio time. Go into the studio and be prepared, man. Make sure you know your music. Go knock that shit out, man. And you can party and play and listen to that shit in the car
Right.
or at the crib. Or, you know what I'm saying, go slide up to your favorite club and give your DJ $20. You know what I'm saying? Like,
have a plan when you go in the studio. Like, I'm trying to get this many songs. You know what I'm saying? Be purposeful when you go in there, because you really wasting your own
that's
money.
what make you efficient in the music industry or whatever like that. But not only that, man, be willing to invest in yourself, invest in your marketing, invest in, interviews, tap in with these. It's a lot of people who do free interviews too. Tap into these different markets, get these write-ups and these articles and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Network and tap in with folks. Because there's a lot of people that's out here that's just like me, who just want to get artist stories out. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's so easy for you to just tap in with folks and fuck with people or whatever. You out here, you networking, you actually fuck with people and be humble and don't be arrogant and get this fucking ego shit, you know what I'm saying, under wraps or whatever like that. And then you'll be able to expand a lot more. People will be able to know who you are, and you'll be able to tap in. And don't be scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? We all just fucking people or whatever like that, man. Get out here and interact with folks and introduce yourself. Let people know who you are or whatever the fuck like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't be scared to.
What I rarely see artists do is be there. I guess after they perform, they do their performance and they gone. But they rarely like stay there afterwards and then tap in with the other artists, because these other artists may not just be artists. They could be producers. They could be doing a lot of other stuff on the side that you could tap into. You just missed out on a lot of opportunities. Like,
for real, that's some real shit.
Yeah,
they don't network. Mama Show said they don't
crazy.
network.
That's 10 opportunities that you just missed because you just left. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. I think a lot of those things are like just some of the basics and some of the important things for when you looking and striving to be an artist. You can't just wake up and be like, hey, yo, you can, but you got to know that it's going to be a whole lot of work that goes into it. You can't think like, oh, I can do this and then the next day I'm going to be on. Listen. If you look up and that happens to you, man, stop the fuck out to you, man. There are a few exceptions to the rules for sure, but in the long run, it's the work, time, energy, effort, consistency. Those are the things that get you noticed and get people to pay attention to you. Talent, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool to have talent, but talent without work is nothing. Talent without you being grateful and humble and you know what I'm saying, and open to direction, it's not gonna help you. So it's just like, you really just gotta know what you want. And when you know what you want, you also have to know what you're willing to do to attain that.
Or what you're willing not to do.
And exactly. You definitely need to know what you're not willing to do. Especially these days. Those days too, but especially more so these days. And so I think that just taking the time to figure out some of your goals, figure out whatever aligns you with your purpose is really important, man. All those things fall back into getting to know yourself. And, then we talk about these things almost every week here at the show, because I really think that that's like the first of four. That's the one thing that's consistent throughout just whatever it is that you want to do, whoever it is that you want to be, whatever goals that you want to attain. Knowledge of self, mastery of self is really what is going to help you attain those things.
Yeah, you need that good foundation, for real.
Listen, man, these people y'all see out here, these famous folks, Y'all look and y'all think it's easy, but it's a lot of work that goes into it. And without having yourself together or having that solid team, that foundation around you to pick you up when you start slacking off and whatever like that, then you're not gonna be able to make it, man. Those people is the team that we was talking about, your soul tribe, your family, man, the people, your fans, you know, the folks who believe in you or who want to see you win or whatever like that. So like I said, man, it's just important to make sure that you're taking notice of your goals. Again, I had to sit back and I had to think, man, we all be having these expectations of ourselves. You know, I feel like that I've always been real hard on myself. I'm sure my mom can attest to that. I've always been real hard on myself when it comes to doing certain things and accomplishing certain things. You know, I've always wanted to be the best and, you know, like just being and having things being perfect or whatever like that. But there's really no such thing as perfect. And I feel like, you know, I feel like my mind has got strayed just from knowing and seeing all the work that we put into it and not really seeing any fruit from it, you know,
right? Yeah.
With all the time that we've put in, and that can really make you feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I realized is that I have to remember what I'm doing it for, who I'm doing it for, and my reasoning behind doing it. My reasoning is not like everybody else's, you know what I'm saying? And my purpose is not like everybody else's. I don't even want to deal with famous people. And so that's the part that got me even more fucked up,
right,
that I'm letting certain little shit like bother me and get to me, because those aren't even the people that I aspire to help or be near. You feel me? But it is frustrating when your peers, the people that you do expect
the people
to,
that you're trying
you
to
know
help,
what I'm saying, they don't really see or understand or can grasp the purpose in this, you know. And you know, you can try to teach people, but you can only teach a person that's willing to learn. And so, you know, like I said, man, I think a lot of these artists and these people, they need to learn how to lose the ego and, you know, and just really try to really humble themselves to have more of an open mind and more of an understanding, and knowing what it takes, because in the grand scheme of things, we all need each other. Because without music, where would the DJ be? I mean, don't get me wrong, like DJs kind of started the shit, but it came from the music and all, you know, like, so it's like right, exactly. And so it's just like we all aid in assisting one another. And so we just need to learn how to appreciate one another and put in that work and that dedication for it. You had something that you wanted to say?
You covered that.
Oh, look, see? You just gotta let me talk. No, hey, look, man, we're gonna slide into another song, man. This Under God Guala with On Call, man. I got some more music coming up for you. You got some questions, man. Of course, y'all can call in, man. The phone line is open. Let's do it.
Nigga, we ain't got no business hating on each other, right? Turn it up. Crazy ass nigga. Why would I hate on y'all?
Oh yeah.
No money for us all. And I know those on one dog. Don't give a fuck if you fuck with me at all. Young nigga, I still wanna see you ball. But I was up when I come to y'all. You look at your phone, they don't call. I don't see you should be, but I get a bitch smile. My life on me turned out to be flawed. I fuck around with it all. Fuck a nigga, I got a 30 clip in my jaw, yeah. Fuck a bitch, I got 100 bitches on call, yeah. That's the whole all in the feelings, I won't hit a raw, yeah. Hit the city with a jumper, told him I'm a ball. I'ma run it up until the money stack it up tall. I don't need a nigga, I'm cutting, I be pushing niggas out. And it hard, but it really soft. I never hated on nobody, that's not in my DNA. I would never let nobody no care if you look straight. Even if I call on God, I don't think he answer the phone. Even if I go lock on the door, I don't let him be alone. Yesterday I thought I'm a sister. Still couldn't believe you gone. All the part of everything you right. He don't even believe you wrong. Why would I hate on y'all?
Don't look for us all. And I remember those on my dog. Don't give a fuck if you fuck with me at all. Your nigga still wanna see you ball. Fuck a nigga, I got a 30 clip in my car. Fuck a bitch, I got 100 bitches on call. That's the whole all in the feelings I want to raw.
Yo, man,
This shit put a jump, I told her mama ball. I don't even put it like that. So why would you tell me speak? I don't even put it like that. I go to the table to speak. I ain't going outside today. I got my name outside today. You
want me to ask you some questions?
You got me just so fast. I ain't even gotta make my move. I never gonna make me mad. I'm just trying to keep my cool. I'm just trying to get me a bag. I don't really wanna make no friends. Cause everybody know how that is. Why would I hate on y'all? It's no money for us all. And I left those on my dog. I don't give a fuck if you fuck with me at all. Yo, nigga, I still wanna see you ball. But I got myself out when I turn y'all. You get away from your phones, ain't gon' call. I wanna see me fall. Should've did it, but I get it, be small. My name when he turned out to be flawed. I fuck around with it all. Fuck a nigga, I got a 30 clip in my car. Fuck a bitch, I got 100 bitches on call. That's the whole all in the feelings I want to raw. Hit the city with a jump, I told her mama ball. Yo, it's your girl Big Show. When you tuned into the Truth Session, don't get no realer than this.
Motherfucker heard it, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
So look, man, we got Mama Show in the building, and so yeah, we gonna hit her off with just a few guys. So first off, you know, Mama Show, she just came in from Africa. She put us all in a scare because she had to run to the hospital as soon as she touched down. And then last week she's getting ready to leave and she had to go back to the hospital, and so I shut the show down. She went again. And so, you know, man, that's why we didn't have a show last week or whatever. I just wanted to chill and spend time, focus on my moms or whatever, make sure she was good. And so, and she just had one heck of a return home. And we threw her a party. The party was litty.
Yeah.
It was nice. Thank you.
It was lit, you know, birthday party or whatever. She was holding it down for the Aries.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. And so, man,
What's going on?
I want to know,
What's up?
what was it like raising me?
Okay.
Oh,
Seriously?
There we go.
Okay, no, seriously. She hates when you ask me, so I'm gonna answer.
Yeah, I want to hear
I'm
it.
not even gonna interrupt you. You know
All
what I'm
right. Very interesting. Raising Sylvia. Sylvia, you can't tell her anything because she's perfectionist, and that comes with anything that she does. It has to be done perfect, from education to anything. That's pretty much her. She is straightforward. She's determined, and she thinks a lot. Her mind is always racing. She get that from me, but she knows what she wants and where she's going. And if they don't line up, I don't care how many people pressure. Oh, do it this way. Do it this way. If her mind's saying, I'm gonna do it this way, this is the journey I'm gonna take, she's gonna just how she's gonna do it. You can't persuade her any differently. I don't care how many, if you lose in the process,
It's a
that's
loss.
a loss. It's a loss. A lesson learned. But
Yeah.
she did it her way. And and that's pretty much it. Besides being spoiled, and all the rest of that stuff. But pretty much.
Yeah, I was like, man, we done been through and messed with a lot of different people that left a lot of people
What you
behind.
see is
like,
what you get with
yeah,
Sylvia.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the best thing I can say. What you see is what you get.
Yep.
If you sit back and you sit long enough, you might just learn something.
You might learn something. She all right.
Yeah, I know she first
I know a little something, you know.
She always saying, I want to be a rapper. I'm gonna do this and that. And I sit back and I watch the journey that she's accomplished with her music, because I remember when she first started, when she was just a little girl, she used to write her lyrics and her poetry.
Baby show.
And but seriously, and I sit back there, from when On Blast first started to baseball, all of that. when it first started, when they first started putting like writing songs and stuff, everybody from the beginning to the end who's here, who's not here, it's just funny. It's not, I won't say funny. It's just rewarding to me as a mother to see that what she's always wanted to do,
She proud.
that she's done.
That's
And
a
to
proud
sit
mama,
here
y'all.
on my daughter's show along with her co-team, it's an honor. It's a real pleasure because I'm truly proud to be Mama's show at this moment. I must say.
Yeah.
Because,
It's a
Yo,
big
Bill-
mama
Yeah.
show.
Okay.
I
Bill
when
some
she
shit.
say I want to be a rapper, then I'd be like, "Well, rappers gotta eat." And she said, "I'm gonna be," and she used to think it would be overnight because she knew it wouldn't be, but she thought it would be quicker than what she thought. And I was like, "Honey, but all they worked at McDonald's, they worked at Burger King, they had a job, and they did the music on the side." And as she grew from, I'm talking about from 13, 14, that's what she's 13. Now she sees that everybody don't get discovered overnight. Maybe it's not for her to be a great rapper. Maybe it's about the writing or what she's doing right now. You don't know who you might come across that's hearing you,
To me,
and
man,
you don't know
let me
that
tell
they're
you,
hearing you.
But I think
the greatest thing that this is what I realized within this past week too. It's not about the accolades and it's not about the acknowledgement. It's not about the thank yous and it's not about the money. To me, it's really about the lives that I touch and the lives that I change
That's what I'm saying.
from doing what I'm doing. To me, I feel like that is what live on forever. That's what you call a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have kids to leave money and property and shit like that too. I could leave it to like my nieces, my nephew, or whatever like that. But to me, the people that whose lives I impact, and the people that I help, and the thoughts that I help spark and provoke into people. To me, that means a lot. Helping people know that they can believe in themselves and they can get out here and they can do whatever and accomplish whatever, and like shit like that really mean a lot to me because I feel like people look up to me and they take the things that I say into account. They may not do what I say, but they take the things that I say into account. And that means a lot to me. That my word means something to people.
I feel like since you've been a rapper, I mean, you've done all these things and you experienced those things, so you can people tend to listen more when they know you've been where they trying to go. So
And you're solid.
yeah.
Man. We moved around. We done a lot of things, man. We touched a lot of bases. We've grown a lot. I feel like everything that I've wanted to do, in a sense, I've done. I may not have done it to the extent that I would have liked, but everything that I've said that I want to do, I've done it. Everything that I've said that I wanted to have in my life, I've had it, except for the billions, but they're on the way. So, and so yeah, I feel good about where I am. I feel good about where we're going. Like I said, I think I just really needed to take a little time to just really realize again, like I said, man, what I do this for, the reason and the purpose behind it. I was a young person who had great musical aspirations. I loved music, and I mean I still do.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And all I ever wanted to do was something that had something to do with music or whatever. And so like even just being in the position that I'm in now, I think it means a lot more to me that I have to put in the effort to do it, that it's not a job I don't get paid for or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? I do it because I want to do it, because I love it, because it makes me feel good. And I think that's the best part about it, to be able to do something that makes me feel good, but to also be able to help people with it. And so, I mean, listen.
I mean, you
My bad if I've been a little off lately.
I mean,
You
see it though. Even people these actors and people who make all this money, a lot of them, they're not happy. They're not happy with what they're doing. You see a lot of people killing themselves off, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got all this money. Why people
turning drugs, all type of things,
people
man.
are saying
Drowning in
like,
their sorrows or
why
whatever.
you got millions and millions of dollars. Why you gonna kill yourself? Motherfuckers ain't happy.
But
A
she,
lot of times it's because those people compromise who they are
That
to
too.
get what they
Think they want.
think they
Yeah.
want, and then when they get it, it's like, oh no,
They realize.
I messed
Wasn't
up.
all
It's too
that.
late now. It's too late.
But the last thing about you asked about Sylvia, music was, she was born into it. Her dad did music, musician, and I met her dad. I was his lead singer in this little band we had. So
Hey, nothing we do is little.
We
My
not
dad had a
doing
big
that.
band.
I would say I was little band, but back in the day,
In his band.
back in the day, I don't want to say band. Back in the day, he had a jazz group. He had a group, and I auditioned
My dad,
to be
the jazz pianist.
in his. He needed a vocalist. I auditioned out of all the women, and I landed the spot, and landed him, and landed her. And I was and music, and there it is. Oh, and I got the gig, So music, it's in our genes, Yeah. So.
I feel like we're in a great. I think we're in a great place. We're in a great space. The one thing that I love about this is like it never really leaves you. If you're really true to it, then it's always going to come back to you. You're always going to be able to build and grow upon it. I'm thankful for music. It's helped me in so many different ways. It's helped me make and earn money in so many different ways. I quit my job for like a year, maybe I think it was like 2017, and just decided that I was just going to do studio time or whatever like that. Like I survived that whole year just doing studio time or whatever. Even with the radio station and I put a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of energy into it. But again, like I said, man, I really love it. I love to interact with other artists. I love to see the upcoming talent that's coming out or whatever like that. And I also think that as a DJ, it helps me even more because it puts me in a better position to break more records and to get other people to hear more music. I feel like DJing has changed a lot, and I think now a lot of DJs they focus on actual like making songs. You got to DJ Khaled, they make beats, they make songs, whatever like that, and they host these mixtapes and whatever the hell. But it's not too many DJs that's actually like breaking new artists and making it big, and popular. You know what I'm saying? Like I see the coalitions and they doing like a lot of these different things. They got their new music nights and stuff of that nature or whatever. But like really playing new music, getting into new establishments or whatever, like all we play on the station is independent music 24/7, 365. If you're looking for something new, then you definitely need to head over to the station and stream it. I mean, and listen, man, ain't no bullshit. It's no bullshit. It's all good music. Man, what's up? We got Johnny Jury, Walker Crawford, out of New Zealand, tapping in with us or whatever. I feel like our station has a great abundance of good music. Like no bullshit. You will not hear more than 5 minutes of something that you're not interested in. I can promise you that on there. You probably won't even hear the 5 minutes, but you definitely won't hear more than 5 minutes. And so I think like it's just important for us to touch base with these independent artists. It's important for us to support them. It's important for us to support these small Black-owned businesses. Just support one another, period. The more that we're able to come together as a community, the more that we're able to build and the more that we're able to grow, the more that we're able to establish a lot of the things that we want to establish so much quicker. And so it just comes from looking out for one another, keeping your money in the same circles or whatever, taking a short to earn a long-term gain. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing that I realized just about music, period, since I've been doing music in general, a lot of people, I've touched a lot of lives, I've helped a lot of people, and I've gained a lot of connections just because I'm willing to help.
Straight up. I mean,
and there it is there.
Just because I'm willing to help, and I don't have I won't say I don't have a lot of expectations, but in most cases I don't have any expectations. Somewhere down the line, somebody gonna remember like, hey, yo, you know what, man? I remember when show she introduced me to whoever the fuck, man. If that would have never happened, then whatever the fuck,
I mean,
you know. It's more important to me that it was something that I did just out of love, just because I felt like, hey, yo, man, you should
definitely not expecting nothing in return. Like we coming in, always looking to help. We ain't looking for.
And so I just feel like, you know, the more that I get out here, the more that I speak, the more important people will realize it is to support what we have going on. Just, you know, sitting and seeing a lot of different things, man. You know, I work for a moving company. It's like it's a big company. It's a big small company, you know. But in doing that, I'm able to see a lot of things, and in seeing a lot of things lately, I just, you know, I think about my legacy, and I think about the things that I want to accomplish and the lives that I want to touch, and you know, I want to make sure that it's something that lives on forever, you know, because we don't have to be here for people to understand that there's a need for music, like, you know, that it should be something that's taught and it shouldn't cost, you know, students. We need a lot of these music programs and things like that in our schools, and we need after school programs that, you know, teach, assist, and help or whatever like that. And so, hey, look, man, I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm supposed to do, you know.
We love.
And I'm not gonna focus on all the other shit that's going on in the world because my mission is dope, you know. There's a lot of love and there's a lot of passion and there's a lot of thought put behind everything that we do here. And I'm just, man, I feel like I'm thankful to have the type of people that I have around me who, you know, who understand, man. My bro, he came in tonight and he said, look, man, I just need you to get back to the show that we know. You know what I'm saying? Back to the show. Like, man, I need you to just get back to you. And, you know, man, you got to understand that a lot of times it's a process, man. I've been through a lot of things that I didn't really discuss in depth here, you know, on the show or whatever. And I feel like, you know, initially, a lot of things didn't really bother me, but I realized over time, on the surface level, it didn't bother me, but internally, it bothered me a lot. And I had to figure a lot out, and I had to take some time to myself, and I had to grow and you know, and heal those parts of myself that had been, I don't know, I guess in a sense, taken, in a sense or whatever. So I just feel like, you know, it's important for us to just definitely take that self-care for yourself, man. Make sure you put in the right energy, time, and effort in the things that you love, the things that you want for yourself. And make sure that you're creating all those boundaries necessary for you to continue to grow, to elevate, you know, and make sure that you blocking out all the naysayers and, you know, all the things and, you know, and all the people who make you feel as though you can't do when we all know that we can do whatever we put our mind to, right?
Because we see Africa all
Okay.
That's no Wahala.
So, man, tonight I don't really have too much more to say, man. I'm gonna play a song or whatever like that. How you feeling?
Man,
We got some.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to go home and sit down and pull me up another drink.
Okay.
And watch the Lakers and the Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
All right, the Lakers and the Warriors. But I'm gonna play some B Sky Pin You Down, man.
Let's do it.
And we're gonna see y'all next week. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us, man. Y'all tell us some of the new stuff that y'all want to see on Blast Radio Atlanta, man. Because we're doing it big, man. And we're doing it for the indie artists, man. I want y'all to remember that without y'all, man, there would be no us.
Straight up.
So we just gotta keep doing what we do, man.
Send us all. If you know somebody who got some dope music, so any artist who got some dope music, send it over. You know what I'm saying? DM us, You know
Yes,
how to
sir.
contact us.
OBR Spins.
Yep.
Yep, at Gmail. Y'all already know what it is. Look, man, B Sky pin you down. Y'all make sure y'all tap your work. Hey, look, she on some new web series and something like that, man. Y'all follow her Instagram, man. She got some things popping off for us. Of course, man, she always got dope music coming out for us. So y'all tap in with B Sky, man. This is pin you down. That's Sky. All right.
Ask me one question about you.
Absolutely. You always keep him wanting more. You'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about Africa.
I hear about you in Africa too. Yeah, I did not.
Yeah,
Only that you came from there, okay?
Might get over there one day.
Can't have a seat.
Wrapping up this Jamaican trip.
Oh man, we need to have a shot before we leave.
I'm ready for this Jamaican trip. I need a break. For a whole week.
Listen, man, I'm gonna stow away in a suitcase, okay? You know what I'm saying? Just fold me up, bro. Put me in there.
I didn't realize how much it is to travel. Though. Like, they make you pay for every bag. It's $60 a check a bag. I'm like, damn.
Your bag is another ticket.
Yeah, that bag is another $100. I think I'm gonna have to take 3 bags.
Right, because he got food and booty waiting over here.
Food and
It sounds like booty. I don't know. When food sounded, it sounded like a food. Just food. Just food.
We say for the food.
Love you. Man, hey, my gosh, hard, but get back, man. I miss you.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
You know, we putting it together.
So she really about to pop off.
We putting it together.
Get some money.
Hey man, wash your hands, wash your ass, work, man.
Yes, sir.
That part.
Yeah.